welcome to the channel. I'm Dave Sears. It's July 14th, 2026. Big thanks to Leonard for the green light to do this episode about his extremely rare Cuda.
Hi, I'm Len. This is my 1970 Moulin Rouge Cuda, built in the spring of 1970. Very late production, high serial number. Came with the 340 and 391 posi automatic, Hemi suspension, quite a loaded out Cuda. When I found this in the mid 80s, it was dark blue and I didn't realize what it was. The motor was out of it and beside it, and the whole drivetrain was still with it, and the guy was going to make it into a Hemi car, and I said, well, wait, this is a pretty cool car just the way it is. So I decided to restore it, and it took me a long time to get my head around putting it back to the original colors. So everyone said that's the color to go, and I totally agreed with it. So I put it in my rotisserie and started restoring it, and it wasn't in real bad shape. It was pretty good, but like all restorations, it really gets involved and becomes a big job, and you want to try to keep as original as you can. And it was quite a neat car, white interior, automatic, show and go. It was a rally dash. It had a lot of neat stuff going that it came with, and I had the build sheets, so I knew exactly how it came. So that was quite the project, finding all the correct parts, or mostly correct parts, and original parts. And I really enjoyed this car, and it's very drivable, it's fun, and my wife drives it, and we do get some use out of it. And it's no trailer queen, it's a car we can actually use and drive and enjoy once in a while in the summers, yeah. Here in British Columbia. This car originally came from Ontario, and was on a little side street called Foster Avenue in the middle of town, and few people knew of it. So they were always hard to find, and when I did find this one, I was quite delighted, because I was actually working on other Cudas at that time, and had a convertible and a few others I was working on, a 71 3.3 Cuda that I was building, a red one. So this quickly became part of my collection, and I've had it ever since. Actually, me and my wife, we got married in this car in 1988.
Oh, wow, that is awesome. Wow.
We used it at my wedding. It wasn't pink then, but they did the restoration after the wedding.
Awesome. So how long did it take to get it in the
It took me a while to restore the girl.
Yep.
Yeah. I had the winters and not the summers. Summers are always busy making money, paying bills. So had a few winters on her and got her done, and yeah, I don't know how many miles I put on her, but a couple of thousand for sure. Yeah, every summer we pull it out for the Mopar shows and the family barbecues and friends get-togethers, and we take the car. Came with a lot of things that the Barracuda didn't have, like those rocker gills. That was a 70 Cuda only. And the AR Cuda couldn't get them because they had exhaust, but the 70 Cuda got the rocker gills. And then the stripe, that's called a hockey stick stripe. And I had the call out of the engine on the back of it being 340 or a 383 or a 440, and Hemi for a Hemi. Anyway, so this one was documented for that stripe, so it went on the restoration. The car originally came with 14-inch road wheels, which I have had on the car on and off. Now and then I change them out. These are the 15.7s, which are nice too. The car also has the Hemi suspension, which is special torsion bars and leaf springs. That gave it a little more stiffer and higher ride than the conventional 340/3.3 suspension. So this is a 340 Cuda, which is a 10.5-to-1 compression engine, a 4-barrel, a dual exhaust, This one came with a 391 gear ratio, so it got the bigger radiator, 26 inches rad, 7-blade cooling fan for the high gear, the 8 3/4 rear end, sure grip, and behind a 727 automatic, which meant this thing could really haul ass out of the hole. Right, not so much on the top end of the highway because of the gearing. Does a little better with the taller tire right now on the highway than the 14-inch tire, but a real nice package no matter how you want to set it up. And had a special air cleaner and disc brakes, power steering. Very easy car to drive and fun to drive. There's a shift kit in it, slams a little hard in between first and second, chirps the tires if you want it to. Spins the tires out of the hole and loves the rev. These 340s are screamers. They just love to wind out. It came with a blacked out tail panel and the chrome dress up around that, and the dual exhaust tips, which have a real nice sound to them. And also, being a Cuda, it came with a different grille, which had a little insert and red stripe in it, and was another little touch on the Cuda. Came with dual mirrors, and this one's got a roof console in it, which is quite unique. And this is in the FM color code Moulin Rouge color, and being a 340 Cuda in this color, it's been said that maybe only 40 were probably built in this color. I've known of one other 4-speed one, and that's about it. Okay, well, standard with the Cuda, you got the power bulge hood, which is kind of neat, and this one has the optional hood pins. I was mentioning the grille before. This one's got the red stripes and set in the grille. It's a Cuda thing. And on this one, I put the polyurethane factory bumper, but you could not get this bumper in pink. So when I painted the car, I painted a pink bumper also, and I've had the chrome bumper on also, which is more original, but I kind of liked the look of the pink bumper, and I had an original bumper, so I just shot it in pink when I painted the car. And, this one also has the fender indicator lights, which are quite neat. They tell you when your signal's on, when you're turning, and it's kind of a neat option. Yeah, so this has the 8,000 RPM tach, not the 7,000 as in 72 and after. It's got the clock with actually a second gauge on it, so you can time yourself. Anyways, the rally dash was really cool. It had all your gauges, no idiot lights, fuel, temperature, oil pressure, yeah, and charging systems, and 150 mile an hour speedo. That was pretty neat. Whereas the regular odometer was 120 miles per hour.
Oh, nice. And you said this has the console in it too?
Yeah, it has the roof console, so it's got the low door jar, low fuel, and seatbelt light up there.